We're with Frankie from Clandestino Car Club. Where are you guys based out of?
We're in Chicago and North Lake, mostly.
Cool. So tell us about the cars, which ones are yours, and take us through your process a little bit.
Well, we brought four cars. We got the Buick Regal here. It's 85, 86, 85? 86 or 85? 85. This is an 85. This is one of the original cars from when we first started the car club. We have over here a 95 Mazda. Also got the hydraulic suspension, got the sound system. More a Euro style car. That's the newest member of the car club. And then over here we have two more. We have a 73 Caprice. Wanna go with it? We got this one here with a 73 Caprice, and then this one over here is 85 Buick Regal. And all four cars have hydraulic suspension on it. They all have different amount of batteries. They all do different stuff. And we got a few more cars, but they didn't make it to the show because we got a couple guys that are out of town on vacation and stuff. So we're not a really big club, but you know, we do our thing.
How long have you guys been doing the club?
We started the club back in 2008. We started 3 members, 2 cars, very small. Started working on them, building them ourselves. We do the paint jobs. On this one, we did our own paint job. The one behind you, we did our own paint job. And slowly, we've gotten a couple family members join. We've gotten a couple friends join. We've gotten a couple random strangers that come up to us and want to hang out with us, and they like it, so they joined. So we've been building up. We had as many as 15 members, and right now we've got 10 members. We had a couple people that, you know, just like anything else, you win some, you lose some. So, yeah.
How's the experience been at the show so far for you guys? How's the reception been? How have people been responding to your cars?
Oh, I think it's been pretty good. We've seen a lot of people coming over, a lot of people taking pictures of the cars. So I think they're enjoying them. We're having a good time, you know. Had some good food, so good. It's a good time, good show.
Cool. What's your involvement with the club? How do you run the club? How are you involved with Clandestino?
I am actually one of the co-founders of the club, and I'm the current president of the club. So my vice president was here, but he left, and one of my other co-founders is camera shy. He's hiding back there.
They're all pretty camera shy, I see.
Yeah, they're all camera shy. So am I, but for some reason they always make me talk.
Yeah, it's all good. So what's your favorite car that you guys brought with us? You want to take us through that process for getting that car ready for the show?
You know, as far as a favorite, I don't have a favorite. I like them all. I've personally worked on all 3 of these. I haven't worked on this one, but you know, the process of getting them ready, just basically get them clean, make sure everything's working properly, the hydraulics, and bring them out, you know.
Been stunting it all at the show?
Excuse me?
Been stunting it all at the show?
Do I what?
No, never mind. Do you want to show us a little bit of the detail for one of the cars? Take us through some detail on one of them?
All right, well, this one here, the 73 Caprice, like I said, it's got hydraulic suspension. So you can see the back is a little lifted, the front is currently dropped. The airbrushing was done by a member of the club. All the designs, it's got an Aztec feel to it. As you can see, it displays our club plaque there, which was also designed by club members. It's got custom wheels. A lot of lowriders, you see them with spoke wheels, but you don't see as much detail as these. These are powder coated, and then after they were powder coated, they were airbrushed with the Aztec designs on them. And currently, we're still working on the car. We're gonna redo the interior. It's a process. We haven't quite gotten to it. All the stuff is in the back. It's got a 2-pump hydraulic system, 6 batteries. So it's a basic setup in the back. Basic car, moves up and down, side to side. And if you look over to the side over there, that one's a little more complicated. It's got a lot more work done to it already. This one here's got the custom paint job as well. It's got the suicide hood that we put on it. It's got some chrome on the engine, some paint on the engine. The interior is already done. That was done by actually a family member of a club member. And then if you get to the trunk, you can see it's got three hydraulic pumps, and it's got 6 batteries in it. but it's all custom, so you can't see the batteries. The only thing you can see is the pumps. It's all mirrors. It's got TVs. A lot more complex, and as you can see, it does 3-wheel motion without a problem. So
what's next for the club?
hopefully continue to work on the cars that we have. We would like to expand and become a bigger club, but I'm one of those people that believes in quality over quantity. So I think we got a nice group to start with. We've been around for 4 years now, and the quality shows in the cars. You know, when we first started, the cars looked nothing like this, and we've been building them up. So we just want to continue to work on the same cars, and then hopefully people like what they see, and maybe eventually get more members and become a bigger club.
Awesome. How can our readers keep up with what you guys are doing?
Well, we currently have a Facebook. That's really our only thing. If you look us up on Facebook, we have a Facebook, and we post pictures on the internet. And then you also find us at all the local car shows, all the shows in Chicago, all the picnics that are hosted by different car clubs. You'll always find some of Clandestino members there, you know. Sometimes more than others, but we're all regular people. We have regular jobs, so sometimes we all can't make it out. But yeah, that's it for now. We don't really have big social media stuff out there.
Cool. One last thing. What's your favorite thing about building cars and showing them off?
To me, my favorite part is actually getting dirty and working on the cars. A lot of people like to cruise them. Me, I'd rather work on them. You know, just find out. We actually got here today in the car. For some reason, they didn't want to do three-wheel motion. So I got back there and messed with it and got it to work. And that's really my favorite part.
Nice. Thank you for your time. All right, we're here with Gonzo from Together Car Club Chicago. How's it been so far at the event? Slow and low too.
Nice, real nice. Weather cooperated. A lot of people came out to enjoy the day. Beautiful day.
Cool. So which cars are yours out of the group here? These three?
The group is the 48 Fleetline that belongs to Louis, myself, 47 Chevy, 52 Chevy for Joey, Cadillac, Albert, another Berto, and Hector down there at the Cadillac.
Awesome. So you want to take us through your process for putting this together, so you have the little collage there from start to finish?
That's actually my buddy's 48, Louis. This is mine here. It's got the original driveline. It's got the original motor in it. Everything. I haven't changed anything. It's all OG. Just lowered it and added all the accessories to it.
Awesome. So how does that process look for you when you grab the car and make it look how you want it to look?
Well, you usually find them bone stock. Then you add your flair to it. All the accessories, like I said, that's half the battle, finding all the OG accessories that came on these cars. And just doll them up, get the interior done, and finish like the wood grain dash in that. It's in there. I redid that whole thing myself and a friend of mine.
You want to show us that real quick on the side?
It's a process that was done back in the day by the dealerships. It's an actual metal, but with a wood grain finish to it. It's like a faux, you would call it a faux finish, I guess. But yeah, that's basically it. That's half the battle. Like, you know, half the fun is on these old cars is finding all the old parts to go back when they were first out. Very hard to find. A lot of money too.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about putting a car together?
I gotta say it's just, you know, like the guys getting together, going to somebody's garage and having a few beers and just, you know, work on the cars. Memories, you know, you're never gonna get that back again. So you always think back when we lose a member or something. You think, man, you know, remember when he did this or that, or when we got this done. And that's basically it.
How many members in the crew right now?
We've got 10. Yeah, and main chapter in LA is going now 32 years strong. A lot bigger crew.
So you guys originated in LA and came out to Chicago for the show?
We branched off 13 years ago. Yeah, they allowed us to have a chapter here.
So how long ago was that you started in LA?
LA was in the 70s. Yeah, back in the 78, 70, something like that.
And what made you decide to want to branch off and come to Chicago and participate in the show here and be here?
We're all from Chicago, but we got to meet guys out there at swap meets and shows and stuff like that, so it just clicked. The stuff that they were doing as youngsters and as a club, we were doing as a group. Some of these guys have been together with, like I just said, 3 of our guys here have been together since we joke about it, in the kindergarten circle, crying to go home the first day. And that's rare, you know. That's rare that you're still with your kindergarten friends, you know. you go through life and you end up parting ways and going your different ways in that. But we've hung together since the name.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
So that's where you get the name from, being kindergarten pals.
Exactly.
Awesome. How's the reception been at the show from fans and passersby?
Nice, no trouble, no problems. Everybody's great with one another. We've known a lot of these clubs for a long time, so just a lot of respect for one another. Yeah.
How do you feel about the culture coming to Chicago now and kind of taking off here and
Oh, great. I mean, I just think that it's getting noticed more. It's not that it's been around. It just wasn't shown, it wasn't in the limelight like it is now. And people
we only got about 3 months to do it here,
Right, exactly. We don't have the weather for it, but when we do, we enjoy them. And, we're just trying to be out there and let people understand that even poor people, working class people can enjoy their cars and have like a family-oriented club. That's what we are. And so, to get the kids away from the trouble and show the kids that are out on the street that there's something better to do with your time, so that's all we're about.
Awesome. Any way that fans can keep up with what you guys are doing with the club?
Yeah, we've got a website, togethercarclub.com. So, yeah, we can go through there.
Awesome. All right, we're here with Joey from Together Car Club, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his car here. So take us through your process of putting your car together.
It's just a 1952 Chevy. I picked it up in Toledo from an older gentleman, which it wasn't like this. I had to do a total restoration. Took me like maybe 2 years to do. And I left it all original. I did the engine, rebuilt the engine, left it 6 volts still. So I left it, so I leave it like original. It came out from the factory, but still give it that lowrider look. Put smaller wheels on it, lowered it a bit. And I'm a big fan, if you can tell, I'm a big fan of accessories. So like this, there's like when you're driving a car, you can see your fender, the curve feelers, supposedly the AM booster antenna, the spotlights.
Felix the cat on top there?
Oh, that's Felix the cat. That's because there's a well-known in LA of car dealership from LA. So I just put it up there. We're not from LA. Our chapter is. I got a fan, 1950 air freshener that was real like sexual, but she got a bikini on, she ain't naked. Traffic light viewer, compass, just a bunch of stuff that I just collected on the years, like automatic cigarette that turns on your cigarette automatically, supposedly. And I just left the 6 volt. I love just a natural 6 volt. I mean 6 volt with my 6-cylinder. Like factory. That's.
How about the interior?
Interior, I left it original also. And that's about it. I just love this kind of style of car. Leave it all original. I love the compliments of the older people, that I'm driving around and I love when they tell me, oh my God, I remember when my dad or I used to have one of these. I can't believe you're so young and, you had one of these. And I've been doing this. It's like my 3rd one that I built. I got another one coming out, hopefully the end of this year. I just love the cars from the 50s,
Is that your favorite era of cars then, the 50s? Or you have a specific favorite car of all time?
Well, my favorite all-time car is like I told my wife, and she knows it, and my 2 boys will be a 58 Impala convertible. That's my dream car. But you know what? I can't afford $100,000 to buy one, so I'll stay with this, and hopefully in the future, when I get a little older, and I may restore one. But like all my friends here, we don't buy the cars, we restore them, we buy them real junky. It's just, we all help each other out. It's just, one guy knows how to paint, one guy knows how to do interior, like Gonzo right here, he does the woodwork, and we just help each other out. It's just like a family thing. Our kids get along with their kids, and our wives get along with their wives. It's just a big family car club,
Yeah, Gonzo, I mentioned you guys have known each other since kindergarten. Most of the crew?
Most of us have known each other for years. And when we started this club, we were all in different car clubs. So it was kind of weird. We were on all different car clubs, but we were all hanging out together. You know, we'll go to shows. I go to my car club, the other guys with other cars, but we're always hanging out together. And the name together came like we should do it. You know, we'll go out to the movies together, play basketball, go to the bars together. So that's how the name came about.
Awesome. What's your involvement with the club? How do you? What's your? Are you what's your involvement basically with the club?
Well, so for the past year and a half, I'm the president of the club now. I got voted in, so I kind of help out. Our club is we all got to say so, but you still need a president and vice president, which they voted me as a president, and I don't decide everything. We all vote what to do. You know, like I said, I can't say we're gonna do this. We all vote on it. You know, so that's about it.
That's how it should be.
I bought this car and it was taken apart. It was just a shell, and I got everything back on there, all the original parts. But as you can see, it's got all these colors. I just, work with all the materials that I have. I run out of one primer. I had the other one on there. It's got the straight six. It's a 1970 Ford Mustang motor in there. I plan to get it two-tone eventually, money's right, and then it's getting its paint job. But as you can see, it's a 48 Dodge. It's got suicide doors. Original, no aftermarket. It's got the original suicide knob on the steering wheel. Can you see it right there? Original dash. The interior's been done to original specifications from the manufacturer, but they got redone in 1988. It's been in storage, for as long as I could remember. Original tires. It's got the fender scrapers, fender skirts, 4-inch white walls, sun visor, 1948 Dodge D24 model. I found these in Wisconsin. I added on these visors on the headlights, shined up the chrome a little bit, 1948 plates on there. It's pretty good on gas, nice cruiser.
Have you taken it around Chicago at all to cruise and show off what you've been doing here?
This is like I would say the fourth car show that I went with this, and everybody seems to like it. I know all these lowrider clubs, and they're like, wow, it's coming along pretty good. Right now I'm cruising with members only. Known these guys for all my life practically, and they want me to join, but I prefer to be, solo. Yeah, but it's a nice ride, It is.
Cool. Yeah. So take us through like how you start from scratch and build it up and get to where you want to be with the car.
All right. Like I said, I put a Ford Mustang in there because I couldn't find the original motor. I got the parts, but I adapted, made my own motor mounts. I put the Ford Mustang. It's a straight six. It's stick shift on the floor. I put the whole front together, the suspension, the exhaust. I had to do everything, redone everything. Since it's got a motor, I had to redo the drivetrain. The transmission is Ford, but the rear end is Dodge, so it has modified parts in it to make it work. These doors here, they got a different primer than the other side because I ran out of material, so with what I had, but I think it looks pretty cool like that, Other than that, it's just a cruiser right now until I could build up some more funds. Then it'll get his paint job, eventually. But,
What's your favorite thing about the whole process and putting a car together?
The looks, the stares that you get on this. I mean, you're cruising in 1948. You don't see these cars no more, and people just turn their heads, wow, that's a cool car. I mean, it makes you feel good. It really does, And it's something that I've done on my own. I accomplished it. I'm not a mechanic or a bodyman, so I think what I've done here is, I brought something back to life, and it makes me feel good, man. I'm cruising it, and, it's a good feeling, man. It really is.
And how can people stay current with what you're up to? You have your stuff out there on the internet, or do you have anything that a resource for people to check out what you're doing?
No, it's just word of mouth. People that I know, they invite me to car shows, and I always been into cars all my life. This is like maybe about the third car that I restored, put it back to life. And somebody that likes cars, and they get into it, there's nothing that you can't do, man. All it is wanting to do it and getting into the ride. You know what I mean?
Were you here last year for the event?
No, I missed it.
It was a lot smaller last year. Today is very big compared to last year. How do you feel about the growth that it's taken on in Chicago and the lowrider scene here in the city?
It's kicking in. It's a lost culture, but it's coming back to life. There's so many clubs. There's car shows in the summertime, practically one every day. So, you enjoy the Audis, and it's a nice, it's a nice place to go out and just hang out. Cool, yeah.